somebody desperately wants me to be in the Indian community so that I suffer the same fate. But yeah, I'm telling you. I'm just gonna tell. Oh shit. So I gotta clear this video because somebody made me accidentally press the button. But no, I'm not here to cause altercations. But somebody, look, nobody's here now. But a minute ago, somebody tried to get me, there's a police, no, it looks like a police. But somebody tried to get me to have an altercation using gay community harassment. To think about sex, get denied from having sex with a straight woman, and then to be told by a stranger that you can't be hit on the attractive married woman or you'd be considered gay. That's what they just told me. If you hit on an attractive married woman with kids, you'd be considered gay. But I didn't need some stranger to groom me to know that. I didn't need that lesson in life. I'm not interested in having sex with women who are married. And I didn't come to this gas station to be sexually seduced, like to be shown something sexually attractive. Well, to see an attractive woman bent over, and then to be told by somebody, the next thing I saw was somebody shaking their head no, or no, something like that, to teach me not to find what I saw attractive or to flirt with what I saw. I didn't come to this gas station for that. But somebody took the closest gay community members in the vicinity, and the time it took me to make a U-turn, to come back here, to park here, to teach me that. And then to find a gay dude traveling around town with his pants hanging down to let me see that and tell me it's okay to be attracted. Well, don't have somebody nearby saying, when I saw this man bent over. You see? Somebody is using implants to guide people in front of me to give me the impressions of what they want me to think or know or see. And they're using a large group of people to do it. At random, whoever is the closest, who's ever closest. Look, gay cop, gay police officer. Go fuck yourself! That's a gay police officer. So someone is using technology to guide people in split seconds. Well, I guess from the time I passed this gas station to turn around and come back here, there was like 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes to get back here. In 3 minutes, you can get several people who are gay to turn and come to this gas station and wait here until I got here. All it takes is 3 minutes. I mean, in 3 minutes, you can probably get 10 gay community members to get here. Or you had gay community members following me at a distance. And whenever I stopped somewhere, they would show up right behind me. And since there's a large group of gay people, you could never run out of people you could use who are gay to constantly follow somebody wherever they go. These are rapists. And someone just told me that people are thinking, no matter what you say or do, the person in that car, whoever that is, just mouth, you're still gay. So no matter how much I tell, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, I'll always be gay because some child in my youth acted on behalf of an adult gay person to teach me to be a part of gay culture. Him, my grandmother, his parents, his grandmother, these women and him were gay. And they attack young black boys to teach them to have sex with men. That is what gay people do. They groom their children to have sex with gay people in their childhoods so that they grow up to have sex with men. So that gay people don't disappear, that gay people continue to exist. If you let a child grow up without teaching them to have sex with gay people, there's unlikely they'll be willing as an adult to have sex with gay people. So you lose in population every time you reproduce. So what do? You groom your child to have sex with gay people. You hide them from the world, and you teach them behaviors they think all children are doing. Like, the first thing you do is you tell one little boy to tell the other little boy, hey, let's see each other's penises. It's really cool. Show me your penis. It's what everybody's doing. We'll see how big your penis is. So the other little boy flips out his penis, and you see it, and children aren't educated. They think this is normal behavior to compare the sizes of each other's penises. Then the other little boy takes his penis and slaps your penis. But you grow the genitals of the gay child, so the little boy who's not gay has something to wonder, how does my penis get that big? Because clearly, you probably already taught this kid that girls like large penises. Well, that's what their grandmother did. She's always asking how big your penis is. So your grandmother is getting you to think about sex at a young age, between the age of 2 and 5 years old. And then she introduces you to a kid who has a larger penis than you to get you to want a larger penis, just like the kid just showed you. And then the kid maybe tells you, starts doing things with you. Then the kid starts doing things with you that is inappropriate, like showing you his penis, touching you with his penis, or playing, like laughing it off, like, it's just playing, man. Look at my penis, and touch you with it. And before you know it, before you get into the concept of homosexuality, you are doing things that homosexuals do without the reference, without the 20 years of knowledge that comes with experiencing the stories of the gay community and their behaviors. So what you see and hear and know is what someone tells you until you learn reality. Reality is, this is what a gay dude does. He will pull his penis out and show it to you. He will do anything he can to touch you with his penis. And when you're a child, he'll tell you that these are things young boys do everywhere, and there's nothing gay about it. But it is. It's all gay. It's just straight gay. And then he'll tell you to bump your heads together. But the reality that the bump heads, the head of your penis with the head of his penis. And there's numerous things that a gay little boy would do to another boy who hasn't made that decision. So you use an older child who is gay, to teach a younger child who just got to Earth, who was just born recently, to do things that he believes adult boys are doing. Well, young boys are doing. Like showing each other their penises. There's your beginning. You start there. And before you know, comparing your penis size. And before you know it, the little boy is touching. And then he grabs your penis. And then some kids will go home and tell their parents. But their parents are also gay, because they sent you to that house with the kid who was gay. So they'll make a big deal, make a big fuss. But in reality, they don't really care. They wanted everything that happened inside that bedroom to take place. And then if you call the police will tell you that, well, no kid knows to call the police. That's what your parents are supposed to do. Well, no child is supposed to be touching another child's genitals or exposing their genitals, especially very large genitals, to little boys. So even if it's 8, 9, or 10 years old, if you have very large genitals the size of an adult, you shouldn't be exposing your genitals to a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old who doesn't have genitals that are that large. And you shouldn't be touching a 5 or 6-year-old's genitals in your bedroom. So anytime this happens, somebody's gay. One of these little boys is gay. And the other little boy is a target to groom to have sex with gay people. And that's what's happening across the country in the hood, in the places where the law won't reach because the law is too afraid to go in there and police child abuse, sexual assault, or any type of child rape, or a group of adults grooming their children to have sex with gay people because they're afraid of the retaliation from the gay community. If you don't let us teach our children to have sex with gay people, we will hurt you because you're basically telling us we can't exist anymore if we can't groom our kids to grow up to have sex with gay people. And even still, they put implants in their children. So if their kids decided, all right, I'll do it as a child, when they grew up, and they decided, when I grow up, I'm not going to have sex with gay people anymore, they put an implant in that child to electrocute their genitals, to make it very difficult for that child to think, to make it very difficult for that child to breathe, to make it very difficult for that child to improve, or to stop that child from existing with torture and rape and sexual assault inside their bodies, electrocuting their ears. Electrocute their ears. If you do this, so that's the last plan for a group of people to force their children to have sex with gay people. That was it. Implants. Someone allowed these adults in the gay community to put implants in their children and to use sexual seduction. So put a hot, attractive woman around this person and to catch them. What do you call that? It's like a booby, to trap that person. Well, to make them think about sex. So now that this human being is thinking about sex, what is he going to do to have sex? Is he going to talk to that person who he knows is going to put up a brick wall using an implant to help protect herself from being hit on, or, well, to come up with the best arguments? Use an implant that has tens of thousands of people waiting and ready to help you deal with somebody who is flirting with you that you may or may not have encouraged to flirt with you. So even if you didn't encourage that person to say hi to you, that person made the decision on their own to do so, you still have 10,000 people to help you help someone they want to be hurt their feelings. So to be sexually attracted to you and to turn them down immediately. Whether you flirted with them first or not, we wanted that person to have hurt feelings. Just like some gay dude in the community has hurt feelings because that person won't have sex with a gay dude. So gay women are used to hurt the feelings of a straight guy who happen to be gay. They use gay women, they think I'm attracted to young women, young college girls, because I have a connection to gravity, and my connection to gravity helps me age slowly. So I contain whatever it takes for energy to escape my body, life to escape my body slowly. I have it. So my point is, they think that because I have that gift from gravity, I must still be attracted to kids half my age. But I'm not attracted to kids half my age. It doesn't matter. And that's a dude. That girl is dressing and acting like a dude. So they'll use an attractive woman who can blend, who can turn from into a woman, from a woman into a man with her body posture, body mannerisms. A gay person. Those are gay people. They can switch their body language from heterosexual and the way they dress. So they wear clothes that boys wear, but they can instantly act like a girl, and for a split second you're like surprised. Is that a girl or a boy? So you don't know it's a girl or a boy, but it's a gay woman who is trying to seduce you and then switch into her gay personality, that she's actually a girl who thinks she's a dude, and it's inappropriate for you to try to hit on her. But then she'll tell all her friends that some dude who is straight, and they know exactly who you are. They'll say John Lattimore. They'll tell everybody John Lattimore hit on me. They're pretending like they don't know who I am everywhere I go. There's no way in America that somebody living in any city wearing earmuffs every goddamn day, holding a camera to his face, would escape notice for 6 years. I've been wearing these earmuffs for 6 years. There's no way in the world I've escaped the notice of the community I live in. It's impossible. So these people know who you are. They'll go around telling people he hit on a gay person, or like they'll start the rumor he's attracted to gay women, and that's why we thought he was gay. But that's a lie. You acted like a straight woman, and then you switched the script into a gay woman, and then you went around town lying to people saying he was attracted to a gay woman. So there's a large group of people teaching me to have sex with gay people. And they're using technology to help them find where I am, so that I have these experiences of like, what do you call, to be groomed, so that I can be groomed everywhere I go, using people. They just gave that word to me, using the people in the community I see. So it's sexual harassment, intimidation, and like every kind of experience in between those two things, to get me to think about having sex with gay people. And it requires stalking, intimidation, and technology. Implants. You use implants to rape somebody. Right now, somebody is electrocuting my genitals and pulling down on my genitals as we speak. Somebody is electrocuting my genitals, and somebody is electrocuting my ears as we speak. And they just told me in my ears, we're gonna figure out a way to fire you because you're dangerous and we don't want you to work for us. That's what they just told me. But the gay community uses economic roadblocks. What else do they use? Economic roadblocks, sexual harassment, intimidation, police officers to intimidate you, the court system to violate your rights. So that's what gay people do. They can use the court system, psychological harassment. It's very easy to psychologically harass somebody. Use facial gestures, like when you walk past somebody, or use and then acting. It's not socialism. It's not social behavior. Social behavior is, hi, how you doing? Or not that, or ignoring things that don't concern you. That's really social behavior. So if someone is talking or saying things that you know have nothing to do with you, or they're holding their phone, they're talking to somebody, they're making a video and it's not pointed at you, you know that has nothing to do with you. So when you look at them in the corner of their eyes, and they can see you in the corner of their eyes, and you look at them and then you make a face like you are introducing yourself to something that somebody is doing that has nothing to do with you. And that's called psychological harassment. You're actually telling that person you disagree with what they're doing, whatever they're doing. You don't know what they're saying, you don't know what they're doing, but you disagree with somebody who is recording themselves. for whatever reason. But that person, the person holding the camera, actually knows why you're using psychological harassment towards them, and it's because they're telling. They know it, you know it, and it's because they're telling. But you could lie and say, I was just, I don't agree with people making videos at a gas station at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't think that's a cool idea. I hate people who make videos of themselves. I don't like those people. So maybe that's his excuse or the lie he's going to tell, but there are lots of things you can do that you can say meant one thing, but in actuality, you were doing something, you meant something completely different. So you can say, hey, that's a horrible t-shirt, and tell somebody, I'm just joking with you. But in reality, you were actually trying to tell that person, I hate your t-shirt. They know it, you know it, but you can always lie to somebody in authority and say, I was just playing, I was just telling a joke. It's psychological harassment. And that's what the dude who was just in that car did to me. So, and then they use implants to hurt your intelligence so that when you speak, you can't explain yourself. And if you can't explain yourself, you can't make people, you can't describe what happened to you well enough to make someone understand what you were saying or what happened to you was wrong. So use an implant to interfere with their brain, the way they speak, which I've never had a problem speaking. I've never had a problem being able to speak. But I'm going to stop making this video. That's probably more than a lot of information. I'm going to go home, eat, cook, eat, and listen to gay people continue to speak to me about nonsense, about stupid things, about having sex with gay people. From the moment I put this camera down until the moment I start driving again, I'm going to start hearing gay people, celebrities, politicians, people I grew up with, and people I've never met before talking to me about having sex with gay people. Those are the things I'm going to keep hearing all the time. And while my genitals are being electrocuted, while someone can make you urinate yourself, they can. I don't know what muscle it is, but if you use an implant, you can force somebody to pee themselves. You can force somebody to poop themselves. You can pull on the muscles beneath their where is that? Beneath their sack, the ball sack, and I guess there is a muscle that you can pull down on to make it feel like it's about to snap, like tearing. It's a tearing sensation, like a ripping sensation. And they just told me in my ears, it's to make you feel what a woman feels when she's giving birth. When a woman's about to give birth, it's like the area beneath the man's balls, there's muscles. And if with an implant, you can pull on those muscles to give a man an impression of giving birth. But these people are gay. They messed up reality. You weren't supposed to make a woman into a man. You were supposed to grow closer to gravity, to get stronger, to build muscle density and bone density so that you can improve your chances of survival when you travel through space. So a man isn't supposed to endure the pain that a woman endures because men aren't designed to handle pressure in small areas. We're designed to handle pressure in larger areas. So there's a limit to how much pressure a man can handle. So using an implant to give a man a sensation of tearing his muscles in very small areas was not something men were supposed to endure because we don't have the genitals designed to do that. We have the genitals designed to increase pressure in the same area, not a smaller area. We're not women. So somebody designed an implant to give men the experiences of giving birth by tearing the muscles between their legs at will, whenever they felt like it. And that's what the gay community, angry gay people, chose to do to somebody who refused. And they just told me, if you want to have a child, you have to suffer the same pain a woman suffers. And the only way for you to do that is if we use an implant inside your body. So the only way for you to feel what a woman feels is if we tear the muscles between your legs. So the way you do that, you use an implant. But in reality, a man was supposed to get closer to gravity, get closer to a woman's experiences as much as a man could. And that's through weightlifting. Weightlifting is the only way I or anybody else will ever think of to apply pressure to various body parts on a human body. When you weightlift, you're adding pressure to yourself. And that pressure causes muscle tears and after recovery make you stronger. But the common way we weightlift is by spreading weight out. If you spread the weight out, you spread the pressure out. The pressure is less than if you had increased the weight in the same area, which is what would bring you closer to gravity, closer to a woman's experiences of pain. But it's pain a man is designed to handle. And that pain improves your life, and that dude just introduced himself into my life again. I wasn't talking to you, so there's no need for you to psychologically harass me. So he introduced himself into my life by making a face towards me in the video I was making. And then he just mouthed, "You're still queer." So that's the gay community. That's what the gay community has been doing all across town for 30 years. A man was supposed to endure pressure. This pressure in the same area. See, I've been telling, and that's another death threat. I keep seeing that. They're gonna excuse this behavior by saying you're on University Avenue, you see paramedics all the time, but I'm telling you, I see paramedics everywhere I go as soon as I start telling. So if I pick up a camera and I'm in the middle of Wisconsin, well, I'm driving 30 miles away from here, and I start telling, a paramedic will drive past within a couple of minutes. But anyways, like I was saying, so my point is, what do you call that shit? What do you call it? So a man is supposed to endure a certain amount of pain, an incredible amount of pain. So much pain, lots and lots of pain, constantly, to get stronger and receive gifts that only come from gravity or increased pressure in the same area, in the area that a man can endure. And those gifts are strength, speed, stamina, and I believe flight. I believe human beings will be able to fly using magnets. So if you have a very powerful magnet and a human steps onto that magnet, the magnetic force inside a human being will improve by confining because of the mass that's under pressure inside of our bodies from weightlifting. The magnetic field that's built into every human being will also improve. So that magnetic field and the magnetic field that you stepped on will interact with each other. And if you can control your muscles, you can control the magnetic field inside your body. And if you can control the magnetic field inside your body, you can use it to interact with the magnetic field you just stepped on. It's not far-fetched, and it doesn't require as much effort as someone in my ears is telling me right now. You're talking about a huge amount of energy and and that a human being would have to have. But I think evolution will give us these gifts very quickly. Just like the instant change in speed and stamina and strength that will take place if you add pressure in the same area. If you don't spread the weight out, your muscles, your bones will become dense. Incredibly dense. And that density is what will help your magnetic field improve. So your body parts are going to improve, and you will have gifts of strength, speed, and stamina, guaranteed. And as you continue to get stronger, the magnetic field inside your body will also continue to get stronger. All it requires is hot, lots of energy, lots of mass in a very small area, and motion. That motion against gravity, against your muscles, will create a magnetic field. And that magnetic field will constantly improve. And if you can, humans can constantly improve a magnetic field. I don't know why that woman just honked her horn, but she did. Harassment from the gay community for telling. So if you can constantly improve your muscle mass, muscle density and bone density and mass circling through your body, you can constantly improve your magnetic field. The elements are there. What you need is mass and pressure. Mass under pressure will constantly create powerful energy, expansion of energy, and these opposing forces, these mass and energy and gravity, create a magnetic field. And the more energy you have in a smaller area, the more improved your magnetic field will be. It's like a fusion reactor. So as long as you have a fusion reactor, that fusion reactor idea running through your body, you will improve. So you have strength, speed, stamina, and now you have a very powerful magnetic field inside your body. Learn how to control it and build an even more powerful magnetic field to step on, and you will learn how to fly. But even if I'm wrong, I don't believe I'm wrong. I'm very confident about that. But I'm more confident about the strength, the speed, and the stamina that comes from adding pressure. And those are the gifts from gravity. And those are the things that men are supposed to, the pain that men are supposed to endure to receive. But somebody taught millions of Americans, millions of people across the globe, that a man is supposed to have the same experience as women have. Women represent gravity, but we aren't supposed to have some dude stick his penis in our butts. We're not supposed to experience that. We don't have the genitals or the biology to endure that kind of pain. We're not supposed to have anything stuck up our butts by anybody to claim we can have a child now because we suffered the same pain a woman would suffer in childbirth. We are supposed to grow closer to gravity, to nature. Nature is intrinsic to human life. It's where we began and is where we're supposed to continue to grow. And the connection for each woman, man, and child on earth to nature is gravity. And to improve your connection to your own gravity, you have to increase your own weight, your body's weight in the same area. So if you do that, you're building density. And if you build density, you have a stronger connection to gravity. Well, gravity is more weight in the smaller area, but men can't handle that. So we add more weight in the same area, and that's as close to gravity as a man can get. But it's enough to receive her gifts. You're trying to get closer to her, and she will still reward you with her gifts. Strength, speed, and stamina. But somebody taught gay children that to get closer to a woman, to get closer to gravity, you have to act like a woman. You have to have sex like a woman. You have to be physically tortured in ways that women endure pain. Like the area between your genitals has to be torn to experience what women experience. But that's not true. That was a lie. To get people to have more sex with each other without asking questions, to get people to have more sex with each other without asking questions, or to get a man to have sex with another man to satisfy somebody else who was gay. So some really gay dude taught a bunch of other people to be just like him, so that he felt good that there were millions of people doing the same thing he was doing, and he wasn't by himself. And he used implants to improve his culture. Well, to encourage people to do it by force or by gift. They call their implants their gravity. It's artificial gravity. It's not actual gravity. The only real gravity is what keeps us connected to the ground beneath us, or connected to the universe. That's our gravity. It's not an implant. Implant is not gravity. An implant is not gravity. And having sex with dudes does not improve your life. It does not. Gravity improves all people's lives. So the closer you get to gravity, the more weight, the more density, the more power you have, the more gifts from gravity you'll receive, and the more improved you are each time you get closer to gravity. So you have more life. More life is another gift from gravity. And with an implant, you can keep somebody alive forever. You can keep their body functioning forever with an implant. Well, for longer than natural. Sometimes the heart gives out, but with an implant, you can keep that heart beating. But yeah, so gravity does the same thing. Gravity will constantly improve you. And implants artificially improve you. They just give you more life. They don't give you strength. They don't give you speed. They don't give you stamina. And they don't give you like the energy and the mass and the experience in life that you want to have. So I'm telling that gay people put implants in my body to get me to have sex with gay people. And then they followed me around to make me feel like I don't have things that they have that would make somebody lonely. So you show somebody a relationship with a woman, and then you show how happy you are to encourage them to do something to have what you have. And then you take every opportunity from them to have what you have, unless they're willing to have sex with gay people. So now they're stuck. They're stuck in two places. They're stuck feeling like they want what you have, and the only way they can have what you have is if they have sex with people you have sex with. And it's not very hard to do. You just scare people. You use intimidation, fear, and scare tactics to keep people away from that person. That person probably isn't that dangerous. That person is probably less dangerous than somebody else in that community. There are other people who carry guns, who beat people up, who say or do mean things and never get caught for it, who sell drugs, who party, who curse, who swear, who drink, who you know what I'm talking about. The dangerous people in the community that you look at and you know you're afraid of as soon as you see them. Now, nobody is going to look at me and be terrified. Nobody in a million years is going to look at a camera or look at me and be scared of the guy with the earmuffs. So I'm not that dangerous. And they just told me, well, you're a registered rapist. Well, there are people in our community who are rapists or registered sex offenders, and they have relationships. There are people in our community who have guns, and they have children. There are people in our community who have drugs, and they have kids. There are people in our community who committed murder, and they have relationships as soon as they get out of prison. So it's not me that's dangerous. It's the people who haven't been caught for crimes, or the people who commit crimes that are dangerous and are scaring people away from having a relationship with me. And I'm not really lonely. I love my connection. I have a connection, a purpose. And as soon as somebody recognizes that what I said about gravity and growing closer to gravity is actually the truth, I will probably be assisted in making that connection. and growing and doing that and making and building the tool required to grow closer to gravity, to have the best life you could possibly have with your freedom and with strength. Freedom and strength. Those are the two qualities in life that every American is supposed to fight for or is supposed to have at birth. Freedom and strength. So I'm not the dangerous guy. Who is the dangerous person in the community are the people who carry guns, sell drugs, and sexually harass or intimidate people, call them gay, tell them they're gay, and then send somebody who will enforce what they believe about that person to fight for them. To fight the victim they just called gay. So basically it's like rape. You didn't make the threat, but you did make the sexual offer. And you just told somebody else to threaten that person into believing they're gay. And then, on top of that, you have an implant in their body to help them psychologically believe they are gay by giving them feelings and sensations of a scared person. That's how you commit rape and get away with it.